is your excuse? I start off with a question there, and what I want to do is share with you just a quick story about the excuses that we make up and how they affect our lives and how they show up in our programming, if you will, the way that we respond and react to the situations that we call our life. I saw a movie once, many years back, and it was called The Blair Witch Project. And I'm sure many of you remember it. It was kind of a guerrilla-style film movie, like a home video camera of these people in the woods, and it was their encounter with a witch that lived in the woods. And it was a scary movie. In fact, it scared my pants off. And after the movie was over, I spent the next several weeks just being terrified of being alone, being in the dark, and being anywhere near the forest. And by the way, I lived 2 miles down a dirt road in the middle of the woods in a barn. So I had myself terrified over this movie. So one day, here's what I decided to do. I had a friend drop me off at the mailbox, and I walked down that road, 2 miles, dirt road, midnight, in the middle of the forest. And I did it for this reason. I said, this fear of this witch was consuming me. It was paralyzing me. I was scared to death of this thing, and I decided, I'm either going to face this fear or this witch is going to take me out. And I'm going to be happy either way because I'm going to break through this or I'm just not going to be here anymore. And I was tired of living the way that I had been living. So I was okay with, if the witch came and got me, I was okay with that because I was just too scared to continue living the way that I was. So guess what? I walked home. There was no witch. Everything was okay. I made it home safely. But here's why I share this story. What kind of things do you create in your life that are your Blair Witch? See, I had imagined this thing that didn't even exist. I had dreamed it up. And then I had paralyzed myself with fear of it. I couldn't move. I was terrified. So what are the things that you have in your life? What's going on with you? What are the things that you have created that don't even exist? Maybe they are in some relationships you have with family members that they think a certain way about you. Maybe with some coworkers that, they did some things that they didn't check with you about. And now you believe that you make up these ideas of what's going on in their head. See, as you begin to become a steward of your own life and a leader of yourself, you understand something very important, that you are in charge of your own life. Nobody else, nobody gets to influence you, nobody gets to make you do anything that you are not open to receiving, that you don't send out the invitation for. So, I'm going to ask you one more time. What's your excuse? What's holding you back? What have you dreamed up in your own mind that doesn't even exist, and now you've paralyzed yourself with fear about something that isn't even real?